Hi, I'm Justin P, and in my first video blog here, I'm going to show you how to do my favorite pull-up, the towel pull-up. Now, in the past year, one of my fitness goals was to put on about 20 pounds of muscle to get myself up to 180 pounds. And I did that this year, and along the way, I brought my arms from about 13.5 inches to 15.25 inches using pull-ups, and using this pull-up in particular that I'm about to show you. Now, I like this pull-up so much for a few reasons that I'm going to explain right now. The most obvious reason is that this pull-up uses a lot of forearm and grip strength than any of the other varieties of pull-ups because you have to grip this towel. Okay? Now, the second reason I like it so much is that I feel it gives a more complete bicep development than the other pull-ups. Now, everybody knows that your bicep flexes your arm at the elbow joint, but what a lot of people don't realize is that it also supplements your forearm. See how my bicep becomes that much bigger when I supplement my forearm. Now, with a regular pull-up, because the bar can't move, you don't get that supplementation action of the forearm from the bicep when you're doing the regular pull-ups or the chin-ups. But since the towel can flex, you can incorporate that movement, and I'll show you how I do that in a sec. Now, the third reason I love this pull-up so much is that you can't use momentum like you can on the other pull-ups. Like, for example, you can't kick your body up to try to get yourself up over the bar because you're going to swing, you're going to back and forth, side to side, and you'll lose control of the movement. This one is all muscular strength. Another reason I like this one so much, and you may not notice this on the bar, is that you're probably going to be more apt, you don't realize this, to pull with one arm more than the other arm when you're doing pull-ups. Usually your dominant hand. In my case, I'm left-handed. I notice I pulled more with my left hand. And what happens is when you do this pull-up, you twist in midair. So you have to pull equally right and left. So I feel it evens up your strength in your arms a lot better. And those are the reasons why I love this pull-up and why I feel it's such an important pull-up to know. Now, how I do this is, obviously, you grip the towel. Now, I want your hands facing a little bit away from you of a comfortable distance. Now, as you come up, you're going to supplement your wrist as you get to the very top. Bring your fist right up to your chest so you get a good action. I'm going to show you, I'm going to try to do 10. You'll have to excuse me, I can do more. I just got done doing 90 pull-ups, so I'm a little drained, so if you'll pardon me. So, anyway, we start out on the bottom. Supplement up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Towel pull-ups. Now, one thing I'm finding a lot that I see a lot is that a lot of people are advocating doing pull-ups and chin-ups, dropping the thumb out of the grip in order to do these. I call it meat hooking. The reason why is that you use less of your forearm strength so you can do more pull-ups. I personally don't like doing that because if your grip is holding you back on your pull-ups, that means you need to strengthen yourself, not try to work around it. So, this pull-up is a little bit more advanced. You probably don't want to try this one until you're comfortably doing pull-ups with your thumb. So, work on those pull-ups first, then move on to this beast. Now, for the setup on this, all I did was I just put a hook right through the beam in my ceiling. I had a stud finder so this thing won't pull out on me. So, if you want to do this kind of setup, just make sure you have a stud finder so you can find the center of the stud and then put the hook in. If you don't want to do this, or you can't, if you have a roof with exposed roof rafters, you can hang a towel, a full-size bath towel off of that. If your wife won't let you use the towel because she's afraid of you getting it dirty, you could use a piece of 1.5" manila rope. A piece like that would probably cost you $5 at any chain or rigging store. You could use straps, like heavy-duty straps. I've used those at construction sites. You could even use a fire hose, a 2.5-inch fire hose. If you go to your local fire department, they probably have a bunch of junk hose. Tell them you want a 4-foot section. They'd probably be more than happy to give it to you. So, those are a few ideas on how to set this up. Work your pull-ups with your thumb. If you can do about 15 of those confidently without any hitch, move on to this one. Give it a shot. So, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I'd like to thank my wife for the camera work, and I'll see you next time.